Hi, and welcome back to Plating It with Wendy, where I share with you recipes which impress with ease. Today we're making doce, which is a Goan specialty, and I like making it at Christmas time. So let's get started. For this recipe, I've soaked 1.5 cups of chana dal, also commonly called Bengal gram or split chickpeas, and I've soaked it for approximately 5 to 6 hours. Now we need to drain off the water, so I'm using a sieve here to scoop it up, shake off the water, and then I'm going to add it to the pressure cooker. Using the pressure cooker for this step is a quick and easy way to cook the lentils. Soaking the lentils is going to help plump up and soften them. Now we're going to add water to it, and we're going to add water till it comes just above the level of the chana dal. And to that we're going to add half a teaspoon of salt. We're going to give it a quick stir before we close up the cooker and put it on the stove. Now we've got our pressure cooker on medium heat, and we're going to allow it to cook till it whistles 3 times after it comes to pressure. Now that the pressure cooker has whistled 3 times, it's time for us to take it off the heat and allow the pressure to release. After that, we're going to open it and wait till the chana dal cools down. And the chana dal has cooked perfectly. It's so soft and nice. Now we're just going to take the chana dal and put it into a sieve so that all the excess water can drain down into the bowl. Now we're going to allow the chana dal to cool before we grind it. And I've also got the water, so in case we need it to grind the coconut, we can always use this water. So I've got 3 cups of grated coconut over here, and this is approximately 300 grams. And I'm going to put half of it into the jar of the mixer and grind it up to a fine consistency. We're going to do it in 2 batches. And now we're going to grind it up and add water only if required. It looks like the coconut needs some help to grind, so we're going to add a little bit of the chana dal water into the jar. Now that the coconut is looking nice and fine, we're going to empty it into the container in which we're going to be cooking it. And then we're going to grind up the second batch. The less water you add when grinding the coconut and the chana dal, the quicker the cooking time to prepare the doce. Now you don't need to wash up the jar. In the same jar, we're going to add half of the chana dal. And we're going to grind that up too into a smooth paste. Okay, now let's grind this up into a smooth paste. Now let's add that in with the coconut. Now if you wanted, you could also put some of the chana dal and the coconut in the jar and grind it up together. I was able to grind the chana dal without adding any water to it. And I've got a nice smooth texture. And to sweeten it up, we're going to add 3 cups, which is approximately 600 grams of white granulated sugar. And now to bring out all the flavors, we're going to add half a teaspoon of salt. Now it's time to cook up the doce. So let's go over to the stove and give it a mix before we switch on the heat. Now that it's all well mixed, let's switch on the heat to a medium-high. And while stirring constantly, we're going to cook it till it comes to a gentle boil. While making doce, you've got to keep stirring it constantly so that it does not stick to the bottom of the pot. After a little while, you'll find that the mixture has thinned out, and that's because the sugar has melted. We're going to keep stirring it to make sure that it does not stick to the bottom of the pot. Okay, now you see it's come to a boil, so we're going to reduce the heat to medium. And we're going to continue stirring it till it begins to thicken. Now occasionally you want to use your spatula and scrape down the sides of the pan so that everything gets evenly cooked. Making doce is a little bit of an upper body workout, but the results are very rewarding. Now that it is thickened, we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of freshly ground green cardamom. And I ground about 12 green cardamom in my mortar pestle. And now let's stir that together. This gives a lovely flavor to the doce. It's always better to grind it fresh because it has much more flavor than the ready-made cardamom powder. Now that the mixture has thickened quite a bit, we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of ghee or clarified butter. And I like to use pure ghee because it gives additional flavor. I'm just going to mix that in till it gets well blended. The doce is getting close to getting ready. We need to reduce some more of the moisture, and We are looking for it to form into a dough, and when you touch it, it should not stick to your fingers. Just going to keep folding it up because it's pretty tough to stir now. It takes about 45 to 50 minutes to cook. Now, if you want a harder doce, you can cook it for longer, but we are making a doce which is firm on the top and at the bottom and soft on the inside. And the best way to know whether your dough is ready is to touch it, and if it doesn't stick to your hands, you take it off the heat. I'm going to be rolling it out on a silicone mat, so I'm going to brush my rolling pin with a little bit of the ghee. This is going to prevent it from sticking to the dough when I roll. Now, if you're using any other surface besides a silicone mat, you've got to brush on some of the ghee on that surface too. Now, you've got to work very quickly with this. I'm just going to use my spatula and spread it around first. And the best thing to use to spread it is a silicone spatula because it does not stick to it. Let's use our rolling pin and roll it flat. Just going to straighten out the sides. And now let's roll it once again. For the very traditional design, we're going to take a fork and run it down to get a print on it. Now, this brings back memories of my childhood when my grandma used to make so many of these delicious sweets for Christmas. Now, we're going to allow this to cool for about 10 minutes before we cut it. So now we're going to cut it down first into strips. And I've applied a little ghee on both sides of the knife so that we get a clean cut. And I'm going to cut it into, say, about 1.5 inches wide. You can either cut it into squares, rectangles, or diamonds. So we're going to go in with the diamond shape. Now we're going to allow this to rest for at least 2 hours so that it gets a chance to firm up before we take out the bits. And now that it has set, we're going to take off the pieces. Oh my goodness, look at that. And now it's time to give the doce a taste. But before we do that, if you're new to my channel or haven't subscribed already and love to try out recipes that turn out right every time, you're at the right place. So go ahead, press that subscribe button. And while you're at it, if you hit the bell icon, you'll be the first to get notified every time I upload a new video. Wow. This doce looks perfect. It's got that lovely firm top and it's soft underneath. Let's give it a bite. Wow, this doce is exactly how my grandma used to make it. It's not too sweet and it just melts in your mouth. So hop onto my website, platingitwithwendy.com, or you can hit on the link in the description box below for the full written recipe. Thanks for watching. See you soon.